The troops are in position, Sir Slade.
Good. Chancellor Desai needs to learn to finish what he starts. Oh, he managed to put King Lima to the sword, which is well and good. But then he suffers one minor defeat and flees to his fortress? I still can't fathom how 500 knights managed to rout an army of 3,000. But they're knights no more. This deliverance. They're no better than a pack of rebels, and soon-to-be dead ones at that. Let the artless fools cry for justice all they want. All the powerful houses have already pledged their banners to the Chancellor. The kingdom of Zofia is as good as his. And this time, we've brought a siege army thrice as strong. Let's see those rats hold the castle walls against 10,000 men. It's only a matter of time now before their defenses buckle.
Clive! Desai's forces have finished assembling outside the castle. They could storm us at any time.
I see. I'd like to think we have an advantage inside these walls, but... well, against such numbers, words like bleak spring to mind. We'll simply have to focus on holding the castle with minimal casualties.
Well said, my love. The king has fallen. If Desai manages to seize the castle as well, then his control of the kingdom will be all but assured. That is the one thing we cannot allow. But at least the enemy only has so many points of incursion. If we focus our defenses around those, we could thwart 2 armies.
I do hope so.
What is it?
Nothing. Just thinking how lucky I am to have you. Your confidence gives me strength.
Flattery will get you everywhere. I'll tell the others of the plan.
Thank you.
Clive.
Lucas, were you able to confirm it?
Sadly, it is true. He's actually gone and done it.
Disgusting. I did not want to believe Desai had it in him. All the more reason to put an end to his machinations here. This may be our final chance of holding on to Zofia and building her anew. And if we must sully our
Clive! There you are! I'm trying to figure out which station I am to be posted at, but everyone just... am I interrupting something?
It's all right. We're finished here.
Thank you, Lucas.
Of course. I know what to do.
Clive, what is it? You look pale as a newly washed sheet. Has something happened?
Nothing you need trouble yourself with, dear sister. Come, I'll accompany you to your post.
Clive, look. Is that Fernand? Why in heaven's name is he just standing over there?
Again? Fernand, is everything all right? We must get to our stations before it's too late.
Oh, yes. Of course.
I understand how you feel. The tragedy is still fresh in all our hearts. I cannot force you to fight on the front lines, but...
Enough! I said I'll go! Spare me the special treatment. It's insulting.
Fernand, we'll have none of that kind of talk. Can't you see that Clive is simply worried about you?
How he must be hurting.
Yes, he's changed. He never used to snap at us like that. Now he does it all the time. Say anything to him at all and he either ignores it or misconstrues it.
You can't blame him, Claire.
Nor do I blame him. The man has lost his entire family. It just breaks my heart. It's as if the Fernand we knew died along with them. And I want him back. I feel so powerless.
Well, I'm certain Fernand has noticed. He knows that you care. But time is all that can heal him now. We can give him that, can't we? We've known him since we were children. We have to remember how strong he is, and know he can overcome this trial.
Of course. You're right. I should not have yelled at him so. He didn't deserve it. I shall try harder to give him the space that he needs.
Good then.
But just so you know, that means I'll be in your hair more often.
When are you not?
Hey! Hey, you and I both know I don't bother you all that much. You're lucky you have someone like me to keep you on your toes.
He is lucky indeed. And yet, who do I have left?
Gods, look at those numbers! I've never seen so many soldiers in one place.
And I guess it's true. All the powerful houses have sworn allegiance to Desai's camp. The damn cowards wouldn't even have noble titles without the king. And now they lick the boots of his murderer? Fie on them all!
I know what you're trying to say, but Lima wasn't exactly the best king. He spent his days stuffing his face and womanizing while his people starved. So raise your hand if you weren't at least sort of thinking good riddance. Hell, the nobles were just as happy to see him go as the starving commoners.
Please, don't ever say that in front of Sir Clive. Nothing excuses what they've done. Desai and his sycophants have plunged Zofia into chaos.
You sure about that? Some would say it's the Deliverance what's plunging Zofia into chaos. We're the ones who chose to drag this war out, after all. Common folk don't give a whit which noble cheeks plop down on the throne. They just want to put bread on the table and continue drawing breath. How do you know they don't want us to lay down arms and let things be?
Python!
I'm just putting it out there. We'd be fools not to at least consider it. Be that as it may, they've a disgusting number of soldiers out there. Not even the castle walls will keep us safe forever.
Forsyth, Python, a moment if I may.
Sir Lucas? What's the matter? This isn't your post.
Let's just say I have a problem that's weighing on my mind. And I'm thinking that the two of you might be able to help me with it.
Do go on.
Leave this to me.
Allow me.
Allow me.
Who among you will face me?
Ha! Stand aside!
Fine, twist my arm.
Nothing will stop me.
Attack! Cut those rebel scum into tiny rebel pieces! Let's see how long you last against a force this size, Sir Clive. I wager it won't be long at all.
That was ill-advised.
I'll not be trifled with! In the name of Zofia! Everyone must stand for something!
Train harder.
Are you finished? Make your peace!
No, this is how you do it!
I'll not be trifled with!
Beggars can't be choosers.
Now that was enjoyable.
You're not taking me seriously. Are you finished?
Enough! Submit or be struck down!
The proud kingdom you rebels sing of fell long ago. You just failed to notice. Now vacate that throne!
Farewell!
You wretched! Why do you cling to life when every one of you is already dead?
Hello and goodbye!
Just try and keep up!
Can't let him have all the glory.
We're lucky to have you.
For Zofia! in the name of Zofia! Ah! Everyone must stand for something.
Now watch me go.
All right, sure.
That was refreshing.
Shall we then?
Shall I then?
Oh, how rustic.
Thought you were clever. That was close.
Damn these rebel dogs! They should have broken by now! Instead, they've decimated the troops Chancellor Desai entrusted to me. Now where the blasted hell are the rest of the men?
Sir Slade, the reinforcements have arrived.
About bloody time. Now we bury these worms for good and all. I will see them perish with agony and despair writ large upon their faces.
The enemy has ceased their attack. We've worn them down, it seems. Well done, everyone. If they're wise, they will withdraw and regroup.
No, Clive. Look!
Reinforcements? Damn. They were revealing their whole hand.
It's worse than that, Clive. Look closer. Look at the banners.
Those are Regalian soldiers. Desai has sold out his own kingdom.
Listen close, rebels! Even oafs such as you are clever enough to know what these banners mean. In the name of the Kingdom of Zofia, Chancellor Desai has secured an alliance with the Regalian Empire. Do you understand me now? Shall I spell it out with small words? Regel has formally acknowledged that the Chancellor is Zofia's true ruler. That means there's no one left to legitimize your pathetic little band. Now, relinquish the castle!
That dastard son of a milkless sow! Did regicide truly not sate his appetite? We should have seen this coming!
Well, Clive, this is a sorry spot. Our soldiers are already weary from battle, while Regel's reinforcements appear to be fresh as daisies, which means our choices are to surrender and be put to the sword, or make our stand and fight against hopeless odds to the last man. Make what decision you will. Either outcome is the same to me.
Fernand, listen to yourself.
No, Claire. It's over. But I swear to you this. Clive, Matilda, and myself will parley with Slade. we will offer our lives in exchange for your safety. Although you may prefer death to whatever life they give you.
Are you mad? I don't want any of us to die.
Especially not me. I mean, since we're all being honest.
Can't you muster even a little class in your final hour? We are the Deliverance. So long as we still draw breath, we will fight.
It's a waste of breath to fight a battle you can't win. What we really need is an escape plan. Mayhap we start thinking about that?
I agree with Python.
Lucas, not you! I thought you were... Wait, hold on, is this why you asked us to... Oh!
Clive, is it time?
I assumed Desai was still a noble, still a knight. I assumed there was a line even he would not cross. But I see now I was a fool to place trust in such a man.
You're no fool. It is never folly to believe in the underlying goodness of people. Those are the ideals that make Zofia a kingdom worth fighting for. But to preserve those ideals, we must compromise on others.
Do as you must.
I would have your answer, rebels! Do not be frightened now. Good Sir Slade is a man of mercy. Grovel on the ground before me, and I may yet spare your lives. Just so long as you're prepared to live out your lives as slaves.
Wait, up there! Sir Slade, something is happening! Look to the ramparts!
Don't interrupt me in the middle of my speech, idiot! I was just getting to... What? No, it can't be. Ugh. Those are the Regalians who were living in the city. But that's impossible. I warned them of the siege myself.
Do you understand now, Slade? Or shall I use small words? The Deliverance has rounded up every last Regalian in Zofia. It seems you told them to escape. A sensible tactic, of course. It wouldn't do to anger a new ally by putting their people in danger. But did you really think we wouldn't notice them scurrying away like rats? A mass exodus of Regalians is rather easy to spot. I do wonder how you managed to get word to them, but it matters little now. Clearly, it would be unwise for the Deliverance to stay here in the castle. So, we shall hand it over to you, just as you asked. However, you and your men are going to grant us safe passage. That is the bargain. If you do not keep this bargain, we will behead every last Regalian in our care. Do you agree to our terms?
Those dastards! I'd say kill them all and let the Regalians hang, but I can't risk Rudolph's ire. Damn that Clive to hell! I thought he had honor. But again he thwarts me just as I'm about to put him in his place. One day I will choke the very life from him and all of his followers. I swear it!
Clive? Brother?
Leave him be, Claire. The stone of that castle was half of what held up his pride. Now it's gone. As a knight and leader of the Deliverance, he is... wounded. And even I don't know how gravely.
I too am wounded, Lady Matilda. What if that was the last time we ever walk the castle halls? I can't bear to think that the only way to return there is in memory.
All of us are hurting, Claire. All of us.
At times like this, I feel like such an outsider.
Welcome to Python's world. But forget that. I'm still all a-quiver from watching Lucas's performance. He's so down to earth that I keep thinking he's one of us. But pulling a stunt like that takes true knightly courage.
I'll say. Perhaps such a disposition is something one is simply born into.
Uh-oh, did I touch a nerve? Look, I know you want to be a knight, but it ain't gonna happen. You should just make peace with the idea like I have.
I will do no such thing. I know what I'm capable of. I will be a knight, Python. Just you watch.
Mercy, brave Sir Forsyth, mercy! I shouldn't have said anything. Besides, even without a king to anoint you and a castle to serve in, You already have a magnificent knightly future ahead of you.
Well, yes, I'm glad you... Gods, I hate you sometimes.
Explain yourself, Lucas. Forgive me, Fernand, but I'm not sure what you're talking about. Don't play daft! Why didn't you tell me about the Regalians sneaking out of the city? Do you fancy yourself Clive's new confidant now? No. I simply surmised that the plan was more likely to succeed if few knew of it. This is why I didn't tell Matilda, and you don't see her shouting about it. Have you no shame? Taking hostages like some barbarian. You've dragged the Deliverance's name through the mud with your actions. Is that what they teach bumpkin boys in lieu of honor? Ha! You're a disgrace. I thought we were fighting for something greater than appearances. And while I understand your concerns, and perhaps even share them, I would kindly ask you control your emotions and look at the bigger... Still your tongue or I'll tear it free! Clive sanctioned these measures. Do you question him? Now excuse me, Fernand. I have a report to make. We should begin by seeking refuge in the shrine to the southwest. The hideout our expeditionary teams use should still be well supplied. Clive, are you listening?
Yes, of course. Apologies, Lucas. Once again, my burdens have become yours to bear.
And I take them up gladly. Just promise that your melancholy will vanish with the dawn. On the morrow, we must begin devising a strategy to retake the castle.
Lucas.
Yes?
I feel as though I am only just now truly getting to know you. To be blunt, I assumed you joined the Deliverance on your brother's orders. That you were forced to enlist.
You have the right of it. This is not the path I chose. But I have no home to return to, so I intend to see where the path leads. Do not mistake me for a man who needs pity. If I die along a road I never chose, then so be it. I will still die with pride and not regret. I have sworn you my lands, and it will not waver.
I know, Lucas.
There is righteousness in your heart, Clive, a strain of it that I lack. I believe this righteousness is the light that will save Zofia. There are many who believe what I believe, and we look to you now. So when you have finished mourning your past, leave it behind.
I shall try. Thank you, Lucas. I will be all right. But...
What is it?
You said, light. It reminded me of the hero in the prophecy.
What, that old children's tale?
The very same. When darkness envelops the world, a hero shall come to smite all evil. Where is that hero now, I wonder?
I see your point. The world has never been darker. What do you imagine our hero is doing at this very moment?
Sleeping, if he's wiser than us. But until he appears, we shall just have to keep crawling through the mud, fighting however many mindless battles it takes to prevail. Come, let us press on to the shrine and determine our next move.
Lead the way, my friend.